Hello, Magi here, and welcome back to another episode of Top 10 List. This time I want to be talking about an interesting list. As you know, there's a shit ton of Touhou pictures throughout the internet. Many are amazing. Sometimes when they're first shown, the pictures are alright in the beginning. It's only later in the future that these pictures become hilarious as fuck. You might be confused on how that may work. Understandable. To give a good example, let's go back to my very first list, Top 10 Funny Touhou Pictures. Now my number one picture for the list is this picture right here. Now it's pretty funny with the whole Sokyao pad jokes and Apple. But the thing that made it amazing is the upload date. This picture first showed up in Dumbledore on January 14th, 2008. And the amazing thing was that the iPad was not out during this time. In fact, it would be a whole 2 years before the iPad was first announced in January 27th, 2010, later being released on April 3rd on the same year. Now you can imagine the people's reaction when they first heard of the iPad and then took a look back at the picture. Kusuba, the artist behind the picture, pulled a "That's So Raven" on our asses. Now that you understand the basis on what pictures I'm going to be picking, let's begin the top 10 hilarious in hindsight Touhou pictures. Number 10. So in Wild and Horned Hermit, Kazin tends to visit the Hakari Shrine and in doing so interacts with Reimu and Marissa quite frequently. Doing so, Kazin has learned quite a bit from Reimu. One is that Reimu will do anything for those sick ass donations, even abandoning her role as a shrine maiden. When that happens, you need a dependable shrine maiden to take over, preferably a hermit. Kazin's rocking the shrine maiden outfit, that's for sure. And you know it's legitimate since we can see the armpits. This picture was first posted on Dumbledore on August 17th, 2012. It would take another 2 years before Kazin actually sported the outfit in chapter 23 of Wild and Horned Hermit, which was released on June 20th, 2014. When Shrine Maiden is slacking, you know who to call. Number 9. When it comes to the series, many of the girls are yokai based on animals like cats, wolves, etc. When it comes to fanart, these animal characteristics can no doubt be cute, especially to other characters who aren't exactly animals. This picture is of no surprise. While the idea of a fox Marissa is cute, there's something funny about it. Out of all the animal characteristics Marissa could have gotten, the fox is probably the best given the nature of this video. This picture was first posted on Dumbledore in July 2nd, 2009. This picture became relevant when in Wild and Horned Hermit Chapter 8, which was released on September 24th, 2011, it was shown that a fox yokai had appeared at a party at Reimu's place. Not only that, it took the form of Marissa. You may not have noticed in the beginning of the chapter if you read it, but there's 2 Marissas in the first page. And when Reimu figured it out, we see that the fox in Marissa's form while she has her tail and ears out. Moral of the story is Fox Marissa is cute. And try not to sleep in the same room as the Shrine Maiden when you're a fucking yokai. Just saying. Number 8. When it comes to any of the Touhou games, especially when it's still in the works, we can't help but speculate who the playable characters will be. This is most prevalent when it comes to the fighting games and we're only given a demo. Sometimes artists go out of their way to create some work based on if said character were to join. Let me showcase one of them. As you probably know, Mamizo pops in Hopeless and later Urban. The funny thing is that based on the comments, this picture came out 1 day before the final version came out. Now that's some timing alright. If only there were even more characters, then that would have been nice. Number 7. When it comes to outfits, the girls' designs are pretty cool. But at times, artists like to put a twist to them, either changing a small detail on them or giving them alternate designs. Maybe something modern based or something like that. The next picture shows a pretty cool design. There's a few things I want to note about Aya's outfit, aside that it looks pretty cool for Aya's job as a journalist. The date of this picture is January 26, 2015. We see a similar outfit to this in Forbidden Squirrelry Chapter 32, which was first released on September 26, 2015. There are panels with Aya, and if you compare the clothing, it's quite similar. There's also another reason I chose it. For those who watched my Genius of Saf playthrough, you might have seen it before. Let me show you. At the time I created the thumbnail, the chapter wasn't out as this thumbnail was made in May 5th, 2015. Ah, the Genius of Saf. I somewhat miss its bullshit. Number 6. Before we start it off, I want to show you a picture. Tell me the first thing that pops into your mind. If you thought of the show Mirai Nikki, the character Yunogase, or simply I'm fucked, then that's probably correct. This picture alone is infamous in spawning quite a lot of parodies. But what if I were to tell you that this familiar picture was actually a copy in itself? Well, I would not want to be near Orin if she was making that kind of face. The date of this picture was September 8th, 2009. Now the anime first launched in October 10th, 2011, and that picture also came from the first episode. Now if I had a choice in having to deal with either Orin or Yuno, I'd take the third option and run the fuck away. Number 5. If you guys have been following the Interesting Touhou Facts series, you'll know that in episode 56, Futo taught us something very valuable. If you're afraid of something, burn that shit to the ground. So you won't be surprised when I show you the next one then. It's not catching on fire. Don't we have anything that's easy to burn? Maybe newspaper? A Buddha statue? Too big. Okay then, the sutras. Ah, those sutras feel nice. Okay, let's get the grilling underway. Tojiko, that hasn't been cooked yet. Hey, at least there was a purpose to burning the Buddha statue this time. The date of this picture is September 28th, 2011, where Symposium, where Futo's burning habit was first mentioned, was released in April 27th, 2012. We learned 2 things. 1, if you're camping, a Buddha statue will not help you when it comes to starting a fire. Secondly, the Jewel Pagoda is apparently a good snack, according to Tojiko. Don't knock it till you try it, I guess. Number 4. Sometimes you may have done something that is cool, like doing an amazing trick or winning a game in the most stylish way possible. But no matter what, you'll never be as cool as this gal. Like I said, no way in hell you're gonna top out Chen riding a tricycle over a hoop of fire with that confident of a smile. The upload date is July 8th, 2010. Now let's look at the artist the previous picture was imitating. Here BKUB made this strip. Yukarin wants to go to the circus. Chen? Boing? Your heart's not in it. The strip was first uploaded in October 26, 2012. Now I'm not too sure if BKUB was inspired by the last picture, but either way, Chen is too cool for that hoop of fire. Number 3. You know, you're just minding your own business, playing games with your friends and whatnot, and a fucking Buddhist priest busting out of nowhere. Yeah, not exactly a pleasant experience. Not that I've had it happen before, but you know. Anyway, what happens when you gotta deal with that shit twice? Well, it sucks to be Kaguya. Merry Christmas, it's the Taoist. Don't break my damn walls. Not to worry, my ability is passing through walls, so all the destroyed walls will go back to the way they were. Like I said, I hate to be in Kaguya's position. The fun part is that the strip was first posted on Dumbero in July 2nd, 2012, where Symposium was once again released in April 27th, 2012. So the date was really close. Not as close as Mamizo's though. The reason why it's funny because in Symposium, we learned that Sega does her own interpretation of Santa. Instead of giving shit, she kinda robs them. Not exactly what I had in mind when it came to Santa's duty. But again, I wasn't expecting Santa to be a Taoist hermit who's over 1400 years old. So yeah. Number 2. When you're Ran Yakumo, life can be a bit of a hassle, if you will. You have a master who loves to hibernate because why not? And your Shikigami ain't exactly the most reliable of people, which means you're pretty much stuck doing everything. What could get worse? Well, that your master ain't exactly your master. Well, shit. I was not prepared for that, that's for sure. At first glance, you may think it's just Mamizo being a bloody troll to the Yakumo family. It's not till you look at the upload date that it would have been impossible. This was first uploaded on February 11, 2009. Mamizo, who first appeared in 10 Desires, did not show up until August 13, 2011, which was when the full version of the game was released. The main question is who the bloody hell is the Tanuki and why is it impersonating Yukari? These are the big questions here. Number 1. When it comes to douchebags in the series, I've been very verbal about it, calling them out on their bullshit. We got Reimu, who could easily give a seminar on the art of douchebaggery. Another character would have to be Murasa. Now drowning is one thing, as that's what you do, but asking to 1. Borrow a ladle so you can drown them, and 2. Talk to them as their ship is being sunk. That would make scumbag Reimu proud. Anyway, with this next picture, you won't be surprised. Well, fuck. You better do something about your unwanted guest, Komachi, unless you want to sink as well. The funny thing is that this picture was first uploaded on October 16th, 2009, and once more, Symposium was released on April 27th, 2012. Now, as you can see with this picture, we see Byakuren, Ichiro Uzan, Kokusa, and more importantly, Komachi slacking off as usual. But this time, it looks like the Phantom has shown up, wanting to sink her boat. Needless to say, it's best if she were to wake up, or else her awakening will be very wet. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Which pictures were your favorite? Would you like to bring Futo for a barbecue? Would you want to deal with a Taoist Santa? Or would you rather not deal with Murasa if you were ever on a boat? Least you suffer a fate like Komachi. Like always, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and subscribe. Or else Tochiko might eat my computer. I mean, she ate the Jewel Pagoda, so anything is possible at this point. Either way, this is Magi, and thanks again for watching.